Coming up on Mountain News this morning, flood survivors in our region face more setbacks as they try to get their lives back to normal. And Knott County prepares to hold some fun-filled events at Mind-Made Adventure Park while flood survivors are still living on the property.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, almost 5 o'clock here on your Tuesday. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at that forecast this morning. And Brandon, again, you know me, I don't pay attention to the weather outside when I got to come here in the morning. I guess it was kind of warmer-ish, maybe. Is that?
Yeah, it was a little bit warmer today than yesterday. So you got onto that at least. So there you go. But yeah, we're a little bit on the nicer side this morning. Not as many clouds out there. Got to see the moon in its full glory on the way in. It's almost full this morning. But as you'll see, basically we're going to see clouds roll out for a little bit, and then they're going to come right back in as we head deeper into the day. So we're not quite done with them just yet. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s this morning. No 30s out there today, at least not yet. Coolest spot in the region looks to be 43 in Prestonsburg, Logan, Ashland, and Wise. Warmest spot 53 in, 54 in Jacksboro. 53 followed by that there in Monticello, and 50 in Somerset. So again, not terrible out there this morning. I think we're going to go up as we head to the daytime hours. About 60 degrees today. We're going to see a little bit of a weak disturbance come into play tonight. That's going to bring some stray rain chances back, and we'll be a touch cooler tomorrow. It's also going to continue to stay breezy there for a little bit later on today, but we will see some sunshine, especially this morning. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. As flood recovery continues in Letcher County, some survivors are running into more issues, putting them under a financial strain. Chandler Wilcox tells us how 2 survivors are working to build their lives again while facing setbacks.
3 separate times, floodwater has ripped apart a bridge connecting Lisa Isaacs' home to Highway 7.
The pile of gravel's on that side and the pile of gravel's on that side. It washed everything else out.
When the floodwater first took away Lisa's bridge, she hooked up a wire from the tree back there to this fence post to transport groceries and other needs through a basket, and now she uses a steel beam down at the bottom of the creek to walk over to this side.
That's the only way I had to get in, other than the Old County Road, and it's not really a safe thing to go on, or walking down the railroad tracks.
Now contractors are working to build a permanent bridge for Isaacs, but she is using most of her savings in the process.
$55,000 that is going to wipe out everything my mom and dad ever made.
The state hired contractors to finish another bridge in Letcher County, which was completed at the end of April. The construction connected 2 homes to the highway, but cut off their main water source.
I have a valve up there that doesn't completely shut off, so it's allowing just a little bit of water to leak.
Contractors told Adams they plan to fix it, but it is becoming a financial issue.
When I told them that it was city water, because it was backfeeding in the black line, across over there, I had a water bill of $171.
While progress has been made, some Letcher Countyans have found themselves fighting setbacks. In Letcher County, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Today marks 2 months since the area was hit with more heavy rain that caused additional flooding and led to more damage. Applications are now open for a new round of disaster assistance. Cities, counties, and nonprofits affected by 2021's flooding and tornado outbreak are eligible. $123 million is available in total. Governor Andy Beshear says funding will help build an estimated 600 homes. Several events are set to take place at the Mind-Made Adventure Park in Knott County while flood survivors are still living on the property. Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson says although 16 flood survivor campers are still at Mind-Made, rental spots are not going to be impacted. He says he and the local long-term recovery group want to work with flood survivors and not against them.
By no means are they going to kick these folks out or going to give them, say they're going to be next week, next month, that you're going to have to go. We do encourage people. We want people to get back on their own. This is not a permanent fix for them, but this is going to bridge the gap until they do get back on their feet.
He says state funding helped to ensure the local economy would not be impacted by flood survivors living on Mind-Made property. Well, May is National Water Safety Month, and although it's a bit chilly now, people will head to the pools in a few weeks. The CDC says the leading cause of death in children ages 1 through 4 is drowning. Dana Inslee with the Whitaker YMCA in Lexington says the organization has issued a challenge this month where adults can go online to pledge to become a water watcher to prevent a tragedy.
At any time you are around any type of water, whether that be a pool, a pond, or lake, a stream, is always having somebody to watch the water.
Well, kids should ask permission to go in or near water. They should also never swim alone without a water watcher and do not participate in long breath-holding activities. Well, thank you so much for getting your Tuesday started with the Sierra Mountain News this morning. Coming up, a dust storm in Illinois is being blamed for a deadly pileup on a busy highway.
It should be a fairly calm start to this Tuesday here in the mountains, but rain chances will return as soon as later today. I'll tell you, we might see some sun and warmer temperatures in about 3 minutes.